Yeah.
Why is
high
every
five.
time I hit you, you hear? "Ooh."
I don't hear it. Is it because you're getting hurt? Because my thorns don't like you?
Oh, it's thorns.
That's right. Teach you.
Ah.
Get.
It sounds like a seal or something. "Ooh,
Does it? Nice.
ooh."
Well, I am out here at Mega Techa's place, and I have just signed up for his new IOU game. Yep, Mega Techa is giving away an IOU for the winner of his scavenger hunt. And what are we hunting? Golden nuggets. Awesome. They are scattered all around the shopping district, and I cannot wait to get out there and find them all, or at least as many as there are left, because I have been busy in real life the last few days. So I am back here on the ZetaCraft server, and I am looking forward to hunting these golden nuggets down. Well, let's head on over to the shopping district and see if we can't find any of those sweet, sweet golden nuggets.
Ooh.
Well, I have just scoured over this shopping district, and in the process, I have discovered, as you can see in my hotbar, 32 IOU game points. Yep, that's what they're called. Now, Mega Techa hid 3 full stacks of these golden nuggets throughout the shopping district, and these ones I found were pretty hard to find, a lot of them. And I didn't see a lot of other ones, so I think in my first 2 days of absence, quite a few have been found. I love scavenger hunt games, and I could have stayed out here all day and tomorrow and the next day just hunting these down and finding them all, but I do want to be fair to my other fellow Zetas, so I figured I would stop at half a stack. But that means I have 1/6 of the current possible gold points. So Mega Techa, I'm coming for you. I want that IOU. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but there's one thing I know about IOUs. You always regret giving them out. But that's future Miah problems, so I will not worry about that right now. Yesterday, for me at this point in time right now, Backpackstreamer had a birthday, and somehow through all the partying I'm sure he was doing, he managed to stop on over here and get a little bit of a picnic in, relaxing, having his favorite mug of something there, having a nice tasty golden apple, and looking out at the bay. Who can blame him?
Holding my breath and I'm ready to go. I'm falling right in and I'm ready to go. I found what I want and I know that we're on top, so I'll tap in and I'm ready to whoa. Holding my breath and I'm ready to go. I catch you laughing and I'm ready to go. You're holding the match, strike it and ignite my soul. I'll tap in and I'm ready to whoa. To
Well, you just saw the time lapse, and I guess now I have a little bit of a tour to give. But before I do, how about we put on some tunes for this one? So I may be in the tavern, but we are going to go over to the quarry and start off there because that's where the time lapse started. And so as you may notice, this wall here, it looks pretty generic before. It took an L right here, which I probably would have if I left that wall in and all. Haha. But yeah, I broke up the wall and I created this cliff overhang here, fully open to all those guys. I have 5 masons in this area. They could jump off and escape if they want, but they are too afraid of that height. They won't go jumping off of this. At least they haven't yet. As you see, I've got kitties all over. For some reason, I don't know why, but I have the black kitten spawning all the time from villagers, and I thought that was supposed to be a witch hut thing. You may have noticed I made things like this. They look kind of like stone saws, mason saws, tile saws, you know. It's for cutting the stone out here, and it's got a little extra slab to help move the blocks into place. And this is the quarry. This is where they are mining their quartz from. We got this prime, nice quality quartz on the middle, and some of the more damaged quartz around the outside. They have this meager little sleeping area here because these are workers. They're out here laboring away. They don't have time for all the comforts of royalty. They're just out here doing their job, trying to get paid. Here you see our main table. This is where the biggest chunks of quartz come through and are turned into prime workable blocks for the royals over there. And yeah, I really like how this area kind of came out. There's a little bit of a sort of wheelbarrow type thing moving a block around. Over here, we got another bit of block prep area. This is more of the finishing station. They make smaller bits of quartz here that are decorative and collectible at times, while also making these bigger, more polished, refined blocks of quartz, which everybody just loves. And we have a little bit of a funky kind of overhang tent here, which is kind of small, so it didn't really turn out how I'd envisioned, but the idea's there. And then we have this thing hanging, because, you know, these things hang around places, right? But then getting back to things over here, we have more quartz blocks. We have a barrel of quartz. Come on. Everybody needs a barrel of quartz. Anyway, ooh, and over here we have the Master Mason himself. It's Mega Mason. I guess he didn't like that. But I mean, come on. Look at this guy's face. How amazing is that? I hope you see this one, Mega Techa. So they are in a bit of a quarry here, and it's kind of been dug down over time. You know, they've already produced quite a bit of quartz to build the Elven Temple over there as it is, and they still need more over there, so they're still going. But as you can see, we're in a bit of a crater here. These workers cannot get out any other way unless they take the leap of faith over there, but they're not going to do that. They are trapped in here. And so I can let them be sort of free roam and do their own thing, and hopefully they're happy. Let's go ahead, head out here. My lighting, you see, has changed. I've decided to go more of a fantasy style lighting vibe throughout, at least the more naturey sections of the island out here. I put in sort of a ridge of deep slate just to help sell the fact that this is a massive deep slate island, volcanic island, and yeah, so we have some of these kind of outcroppings coming around and out of the quarry. But over here we have the tavern. Here we got a little bit of outside decoration. This is maybe like an outside barbecue pit where they do some of their cooking. Got some supplies and stuff, some forgotten leftover supplies. Coming on in, you can see the little puppy. Look at that guy, he's so happy. He's always in a different spot out here, so he is having fun living with these 5 traders. We've got a mix of different food selling traders in here, and yeah, they help keep the people of the Elven area fed. Well fed too. They got good meats, they got stews, we got cake and I guess chocolate bars for dessert, and then we can't forget the drinks. Gotta have your drinks up. Somebody left a chocolate bar. As you saw over here, this is the jukebox where we listen to all the best tunes, and this is the front entrance, and you can see it has a great view of everything. Right over here, wandering villagers or other patrons that come up, they got a mount. They can leave their mount here and they are well taken care of, and then they can come on in and have a drink, get some food, and just enjoy themselves in this great atmosphere. Here we have a bit of a party table, the bigger table for a bigger party. We have just a solo standing table for some of the more social butterflies of the groups. Over here we have sort of individual tables, but a little fancier. This is when the royals come on over to this side and hang out with the poor folk. And over here we have the more just basic cluttered up section. Gets used a lot, probably somebody left their burger right there. Now the roof of this build is still fairly bare on the inside. I am still working on decorating this area. I'll always add things here and there, but one of my main objectives out here still is to make sure that I get a little more on the roof. As you can see, I've got one of these things here. Nice little hanging shelf with a geek head on it. And I got one of these things over here. Another hanging shelf with more supplies. Those are the only real things on the roof so far, but I want to do more of that kind of thing. But it's a matter of finding that right creativity that says, oh, look at that. That's awesome. I built something cool. We come over here, you can see right now it's not ideal, but this is the main path in, which comes through the smeltery. We got small roads over here to lead to a big working area, so I'm probably going to open up more in the future, but right now this is how you walk here. Over here you can see things have gotten a little overgrown. We got some barrels being covered by time. Got a cauldron down here. So finally we do have the backside, which is this little like grove area. You can see we have a couple empty barrels over here, stuff that was used by them and kind of thrown to the side for now. And if you look down there, you can see one of the barrels has fallen down and busted apart. So they'll have to clean that one up eventually, but they've been pretty busy lately. I'm sure they'll get to it when they have time. Let's go ahead and head down this little bit of a path right here and see what we're dealing with. As you can see, we got this cool little pond. There's a bit of an offshoot there that goes out into the bay. And then we have this cool little bit of volcanic pond area. It's very similar to the other little volcanic ponds I put around the place. I did put my 4 deep slate emerald ore in here, which were a pain to find. They're pretty rare. Go ahead and take a look over here. We got a little kitty hanging out. Look at that. You see what he's looking at. Yeah. Kitty wants a fish, huh? Over here we just have a little bit more of decoration. Trying to get that kind of overgrown, lush, but magical kind of look going, you know? And I think it's off to a good start. Especially with that moon coming up. Look at this.
I guess the original idea kind of came around when we started doing world tours, right? And we kind of had this very generic spawn, nothing much there, and it's just a little embarrassing. So, you know, we had some ideas get tossed around on the ZetaCraft Discord. And one idea came up of building a kind of like a Roman or / Greek garden, if you will, with all of the Zetas being represented as statues. And so we went ahead and started with that plan. And then there seemed to be another plan in the making. I think TimeArchitect came up with an idea of saying in the actual center square, we put a compass rose. So we have our 4 cardinal directions, which was a fantastic idea. So we got together on the creative server and did some brainstorming, and Time and myself and Ricky and I think some others may have chipped in there, and we came up with a really cool compass rose design. So right now what we're going to do is all 4 of us here, Miah, Ricky, Time, myself, actually 5, Shadow Ginger as well. She's going to go ahead and do the perimeter border. We're going to knock out this compass rose in a, I guess we're not really a quad. What are we in? What's 5?
Quint.
Quint.
The word you're looking for is quint.
That's right. Thanks, Ricky. So we're going to do a quint time lapse on this. So hope you guys enjoy it.
Try to get some money for some stuff that I need. Swear the ATM machine was laughing at me. Your girl been running on empty, but I don't let it affect me. There are days that I consider moving back home, but every day I do, my gut keeps telling me no. Your girl been running on daydreams, but that's just how my brain be. I don't need your doubt, nope, I don't need your doubt. Hey, just chill, I got all the time to kill. Yeah, I got good vibes, good vibes. I'm too blessed to give in to any stress. It's only good vibes, good vibes. So when I can't pay the rent, I got nothing in my fridge. Got no doubt, yeah, things always turn around. Yeah, I got good vibes, good vibes. Trying to get my mattress back, they stole it from me. from the suburbs, but I fake like I'm from the streets. Yo, girl, staying pretty busy, learning how to city. Life is way too short to get caught up in that mess.